Alright, so now as you have seen that how can you add your task, right? So I've added two tasks over here. You can feel free to add more tasks. I'll just add one more task by veggies like that, right? So you can add these tasks right now. But now what if you want to delete some task, right? So if you see right now this delete button doesn't actually works. So what if I want to do this, that whenever I click on any delete button for any task, that particular task should get deleted like that. So what we can do for that? So we can just go over here and we can just write a function, right? I'm going to write a function that will delete your particular task. And I'll make use of the index of that particular task, right? So let's see how am I going to write that. So I'll just create a function and I'll call this delete to do like that, right? So delete to do will be my function and it will just expect the index. It will just expect the index. Let me just write this at to do index. So it will expect the task index and then it will do something and it will delete the task for you. And what will be that something, right? So suppose that I'll just make use of the set to do's method, and over here I'll say that for all of the to do's, what we can do is we can just say for all of the to do's, I'll just write it directly. Alright, so for all of the to-dos, what we can do, we can take all the to-dos one by one and then we can say filter them out according to the previous to-do index. Filter them out according to the previous to-do index. We'll just take the index and we can just take the previous to-dos as well, right? So the second parameter, we'll just take the index. And for all the indexes, what we'll do, we'll just return for all the previous to-do indexes, wherever it doesn't matches with the to-do index, right? So whatever task will not match, they'll be kept. Whatever will be matched with this index and the index, that particular task will be deleted. Simple logic, right? The delete to do logic. So I'll just format this. And yes, so this is going to be my logic for my filter task, for basically my delete task. And then what we can do, we can just ask this to do container to take this delete function as a prop. So I'll just say, okay, that delete to do, take this delete to do, right? So to this to do container as well, we'll have to tell that, okay, we are going to send some props to you. So inside this to do container, we can just send some props to this particular to do container as well. So what that prop will be, the delete to do prop. That something like this will come, right? Some method like this will come. And where we can use this, we can just use this over here. So you can just say for your delete to do, let's pass the delete to do prop. Okay, great. But now there is one thing that we also need to identify the index. So whenever there is these to-dos, with every to-do, we'll also get the index out for those to-dos, and we can just say that have the index prop, and for this index prop, we can just pass our indexes, right? And this index prop should now be mapped to our to-do container. So over here, I'll just go to my to-do container, not to-do container, the to-do component itself, and over here I'll just say you'll also need the index. And when you need the index, and when basically this will have the index, and then we can, on this button, we can say let's attach an on click, and whenever there will be an on click, we can just go and we can call our delete to do. But is delete to do over here? No. So we'll just need to get that as a prop as well. So we'll get delete to do, and for this delete to do, we'll just pass the index. Exactly, right? So index has been passed, delete to do will run, and basically this is over here, right? So from here we are passing it down over here, and from here we are passing it to here with the index. Great, yes. So now let's try this out. So if I go over here, if I write by fruits is over here. If I go to delete, yeah, this is getting deleted. Perfect, right? So let's add some more tasks. By fruits, by veggies, go to the gym, anything like that, right? And let's add all of these tasks. And if I go to this delete button, for this gym one, this is deleted. For this fruits one, this is deleted. and now I'm left with just one task. So this is how you can actually make use of your delete function, and you can delete your task with clicking on this button, right? So this is a very simple application of a to-do list, just to show you that how can you start project building with React. From the next module, we are going to start with our IAMDB clone. So there we'll do a lot of stuff, right? That where there we're going to use Tailwind to design our application. There we are going to build a watch list. There we are going to build a home page. There we are going to build so many things, right? Super excited to start that module with you. See you on that module. Thank you.